We watch as the camera pans back upwards as we see it cycle through day, night, over and over and over again. Until we eventually see our four heroes as the sun begins to rise once more outside the city of Myas. They have been commissioned by the...
Yes, by the...
They have been commissioned by the mayor of the city of Alvarez. He is a red dragonborn.
Ooh, cool.
The trade to Myas has suddenly stopped. You guys happen to be in town investigating something else. It is up to you what it is. It can be headcanon. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But you were commissioned to see what was going on.
Bless you.
Okay.
I also need all. I want all of you guys.
Right there is actually Laussel's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like you guys to add 25 gold. No, add 50 gold points to your wallet.
We ballin'. We ballin'.
Put that in your notes.
Where did my pencil go?
Do you need
Do you need a pencil?
My
50
pencil
gold points. Do you need a
disappeared.
pencil?
Please.
Can you math?
I
Yes,
think
I
like
can.
Finn is freaking stacked right
Now,
now.
which paper am I supposed to put this on?
It's
Yes.
a certain paper in there, and it says
Where's
gold
materials?
points.
It says GP.
That is.
Oh, wait.
That's on this page. Hold on. This one. No.
Oh, so the.
Wait, this one actually. With the class feature and the flaws, the background feature traits. And it's on the very bottom one, and it says GP in these fancy. Yeah, it says GP on the side.
I was just about to say. Wait, pencil. Any.
Did you say 50? 50?
50. Yes.
Not really.
It is currently Calypsa's turn for watch. As you're camping just outside the city. You can see the borders, but it's nothing clearly definable. This night has passed by uneventfully. You are just standing there watching the sunrise, thinking, and you decide it's time to wake the others up. You do so. They get ready. They eat some rations. So please,
Time.
yes.
Ration time.
They eat some rations, and then you head into the city. Now I want to ask, who is in front? What is the setup?
It is Finn. Finn is in
That
front.
is in
The
front.
bin is in front.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back.
Okay.
Calypso's right behind Finn. Kind of like.
It is about a mile out from the city. Finn, as you get closer, you realize something's off. Most cities are usually bustling around this time.
Mhm.
However, as you get closer and closer until you're about a quarter mile away, you don't hear the sounds of what a city would sound like. Or like even a big village, which is what the city of Myas is.
Yes.
You want to get this over with.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that now. It is almost time for the Festival of Hallows Eve, which in your hometown of Zadia is a big festivity.
Oh yeah.
You want to get home.
Yeah.
You've already gotten the others to agree to go and enjoy, because you know it's a big spectacle. However, you haven't been home in over 2 years. So you don't know how it's changed. As you guys get closer, everybody realizes there shouldn't really be smoke in the air.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You get to the entrance of the city. Which way do you go, east or west? You guys are welcome to split the party, however, I would not recommend it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna intend on splitting the party.
Would you like...
Are we going eat or worms?
Yes.
Would you like...
Is there like a
Doesn't matter.
okay? Which direction would you say like for our vision is
Here.
the quickest way to get to wherever the source is coming from?
The east side is destroyed.
the worst.
The east side is destroyed.
The east side, from what you can see, there are bits of houses scattered along the street.
Can we go west?
There's smoke coming up. On the west side, there is smoke coming
Okay,
up. However, no, shush.
Ah!
On the west side, the smoke is coming from a chimney. However, there isn't anyone bustling around.
That sounds even scarier. Let's go east.
I'm gonna go with the east and like Finn. What Finn is doing is like running and like checking if there and like looking around to see if there's anyone hurt or if like that she can hear anything or like is just looking, just observing.
Do you all follow her?
Yes.
Okay, I follow, but I'm staying very behind.
Oh,
do
Very-
we
still
you
have
start
the trail
Jaguar and the
past
elephant.
No,
Laussel.
you do not.
I'm
This
trying
is
to
2
keep
months
as
later.
low.
Oh,
profile.
yikes.
This is a long.
Oh, as you should.
All right.
That
I'm
was
trying
just
to
her
keep low
introduction to
profile.
how
Okay.
All right. Everybody roll a perception check.
Jesus.
Here we
Roll on a
go.
flat surface. Don't roll on your sketchbook.
Wait, which
I
one?
swear.
Which one?
It is a D20.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yes.
One. Good.
And then you add your perception modifier.
Perception.
4.
No, add your perception mod.
I'm gonna use your table.
Yes.
Uh-oh. We
That's a
have
3.
18.
Which page is that on? Hello?
13. That's not a plus one. It still works.
No, it really doesn't.
Okay.
It's fine.
17. Even better.
To you, Calypsa and Claudia,
Hello?
the city looks destroyed.
Yeah.
I'll get back to Claudia in a second.
Wait, how do I do this properly?
You
don't.
roll, and then you add.
Finn and
Okay, where
Flynn
is
and
the thing
Laussel.
that I'm looking for?
Okay, you're looking for perception, which
Attack
is located on this page. So you go down and you find perception, whatever it's added to, you roll and you add whatever number that is.
Okay.
So there's math.
You didn't
I'm
roll
sorry.
high enough to make the DC though. Like even with a
Am I
modifier.
missing a page?
Unless your modifier is +6, you did not make
It's this
it.
one.
No, I think I'm missing that one.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
How
That's
did
like
this
the
happen?
main one.
Hello?
Are you missing your front page?
Yes.
That's not good.
You know what? Do you
That's
have
all
PDFs
yours.
of mine as well?
Yes. Give me your phone. All right.
Intermission.
So, you chose to go east. The east side is destroyed. From what Laussel and Finn can see, it's been like that way for a while. This side of the town seems completely abandoned.
Oh.
There are shards of glass
Oh.
and doors ripped off of hinges. I will ask the 4 of you, do you guys want to go into the house? One of the houses.
No.
Yeah. I like.
Shit's
Okay.
on fire. No.
Wait, is stuff on fire in this area?
No.
Okay. But for the door aspect of it, when you say ripped off, does it look like there was like an animal or like was there a blast?
It looks like the hinges are hanging from
Okay,
the
wait.
door, and it looks like it was physically ripped off.
Is it night yet?
Oh.
No, it is
It's just-
morning.
it's
It is
morning.
daytime.
Yeah.
It is morning.
So it's light out.
Yes. Like there
It
are
is
also
light out.
Yes.
Yes.
There are no lights coming from the buildings because they are broken
Yeah.
Yes.
and no one is there.
Yes.
I would say what Finn does is casts light on her hand and walks into the house.
I will ask you. Okay. Would you guys like to follow?
I want to follow.
I feel like
You
we're gonna
wanna?
break that house.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
Wait, is there a reason why Calypsa chose to stay with them after the?
They were a good group.
Oh.
We never explained it. It just happened.
It kind of just happened. We're
Okay.
here. It was just to
Alright.
kind of introduce our listeners.
Backstory stops.
All right.
Plot.
Niall,
Yes.
as you are the first one to enter the house, actually, yeah. Roll a d20.
Oh,
No
boy.
modifiers. No
Just
nothing.
roll
Just
D20.
roll straight d20.
3. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yes.
I think it's bad.
Oh, jeez.
As you look around, there are scorch marks. There are also bludgeoning marks. And on the wall to your right, there's something carved. It is a large P.
Oh. You are so immature.
I've
She
been
was
called
building it up.
I've been called the P today. I can't get it out of my head.
Okay.
It is a large P.
Uh-huh.
It is cut very raggedly. I will draw it out for you.
Is this inside the house?
I'm seeing this because all you guys are
No.
showing out.
She followed you.
Oh, you went in with me.
I just needed
Okay.
you to make the roll because you were the first one in there.
Oh, okay.
So, from
I'm
what
kind of
you
using my
see,
hand as like a torch because there's no light source in the house.
I mean, there's also daylight, but it is dim.
Yeah, that's why I was like trying to see like
From what you see,
like use it as a flashlight.
you two, this is on the wall.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's a better P than I thought it was looking.
It is carved in. And it
Move on.
is carved in, and it looks like it is scorched along the edges. There is no sign of life in this house. Would you like to examine other houses, or would you like to ask anybody else what this P is?
So wait, Calypsa, you went with Finn, so it's just me and you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What are you two doing? Out of
Yeah,
curiosity?
I
Do you go
wonder
into
what's
another
going
house?
on.
Do you go into?
I'll look around the house.
Yeah, that's what
Like on the outside.
Yeah.
Around the house?
So they check the perimeter. We're inside.
All right. I need both of you to roll a straight d20.
Yikes, that sucks.
That really does. That's a not good one.
It's still not
Whoa,
good. It's
what is it?
another
What is it?
3.
Okay, no.
On?
This is what you guys see. This is not like a.
Oh.
This is just a straight roll. Like
my
I have percentages listed out here for what you roll.
So Laussel and Claudia are almost blind.
No, like for what you see. Like if Finn had rolled above a 5, they would have seen something different. Not only do you see this, there's blood on the floor, and
Blood?
there is blood like on grass. It is dried blood. It is dried blood. It is brown by this point, but it's still recognizable as blood. There's also shattered glass and a few more carvings of this P surrounded by a diamond. But what, Claudia?
Hi.
What you find is something that alarms you.
Yo, you find a dead body.
I'm just like,
no. If you had rolled higher, you would have.
Oh, shit.
no, what if I just went,
Need coffee, sir?
Claudia.
Coffee, sir.
Claudia,
Hi.
come here.
Okay.
I have nothing else open.
You.
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 End up seeing this.
ASMR.
You see this. It is.
God!
It's a lot neater than the others. And Laussel, you see this too. You see Calypsa staring, like she looks shocked. You see, no, not Calypsa, shit.
Oh,
You see Claudia
I was like, wait, what?
looking at this signature, shocked. It is not as big as the others. It looks like this.
Yikes. CNA?
See,
Oh.
it looks like this.
Oh, snap.
Claudia looks fucking terrified.
As you should be.
This is a lot neater than the others of this that you have seen. This looks like somebody actually took the time, instead of aggressively smashing it into the wall. This is nice. This is neat. This is symmetrical.
You can keep your foot there, I don't mind.
And you want to know what it looks like to you two? It looks like this woman, or the person, or the man who did this symbol won this battle. There are no corpses on the ground, but there is blood. There are obviously signs of a battle. I'm going to ask what you four do.
Cry.
Calypsa and Finn, you're in the house. You see blood. You see shattered glass. You see signs of a struggle. And you see this.
Oh,
You guys also, you two also see this on the outside, but then you also see this, much neater, carved into the west side wall.
I'll call to Finn because
Okay.
you might have an idea of what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you call to Finn. Finn, do you go outside?
Calypsa just kind of follows Finn like a lost puppy.
Okay.
When you say that, I like kind of like with purpose and like a little bit of fast pace come out to see what you're talking about. I also want to mention that I do have a feature called Researcher.
See?
That means that because I'm a sage, if I don't know a piece of lore, I know, like, hold on, it says something specific, hold on. I know there's a feature, it's called Researcher, it's in Sage. Basically, what I got from it was that it was, like, if there's a piece of lore, you most likely know what it is, but if you don't, you know, like, who to ask or where to find it. Hold on, here it is. When you try to learn / recall lore, if you don't know
You do not know what this is.
That's it.
However,
you often know where to find it or whom to ask to find out this information. Like, you know what, you can relate it back to something.
you look at Claudia. You see her start to visibly shake.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to do.
She knows this.
I'm about to head out.
It is very obvious that she knows this, and whatever the hell that she is staring at, she is afraid.
So I look where she's
No,
glancing.
you run outside to find Laussel, and you see the peas scattered along like the wall, and you see the blood, and you see the signs of the struggle, and then you see Claudia staring at this one specific mark that is still different from all the others that you've seen. You see her staring at this. It is much neater than all the other peas in a diamond that you have seen. This looks like somebody took the time after a battle to say that they had won. And from the looks of it, she knows exactly who.
So Finn drops the like cantrip and like walks over to Claudia and puts her hands on her shoulders and like tries to calm her down and asks Claudia, what is this? What happened here?
This is all you.
You said you lived here, right?
No, not this city.
Not this city.
You
No,
were
not
commissioned
here.
to see why the trade has stopped.
Okay.
Oh.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what she was about to
She knows.
say.
Well, no.
You said something about her being
No.
dodged.
So. This city. What was it for again? What are we doing?
We're here to see why the trade has stopped, and I'm pretty certain I can kind of see
Yes,
why.
yeah. That trade doesn't matter. We have to go.
Why?
We have to go. It doesn't matter.
like just leave? What if there
Yes.
are people here?
Well, if they were here, they're gone now. I'm telling you.
Fine. Where are we supposed to go from here?
Anywhere that they're not. It looks like they went that way, west, because we go the other way. We go east.
All right. You guys take Claudia's warning and you head to the east side of the city. This side of the city is not destroyed. However, there are not people walking around. You walk for a bit. There aren't doors ripped off of hinges. There
So-
are windows boarded up.
So it's just barren, not
It is barren.
blasted.
It is barren. There is not signs of struggle here. You start to hear a rustling. Claudia, Calypsa, perception check.
Oh no.
There's
20.
two C names, so I get so confused. Like, is that me or is that the other C?
If I say both C's, you'll understand.
Is that D20?
D20 plus your perception.
Okay.
You said perception?
Yes.
Frick.
I keep getting such bad rolls. That's an 8.
Perception.
Jeez.
Do you want to trade dice?
I'm good, but
Like if you
it's
roll
okay.
any-
It's slowly getting higher.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Oh. Perception. 22.
Dang. You hear rustling, like somebody's running towards you.
Oh, yikes.
Cool. We should
after-
run.
Can I start running? Can I go?
Can she dash? Your
Out
short
of the
little
corner
legs.
of your eye, you see a short little goblin girl.
Oh. Claudia?
No, she is shorter. No, she is shorter. She is shorter than Claudia. She is an actual child.
Oh.
She is a baby.
She is running. She's running with a purpose, and she has arms full of plants.
Oh,
And she's running. Then she sees you. She sees all four of you. And she gasps and she trips and she like tries to catch herself and she lands on her hands. However, her plants go scattering.
Okay.
What do you do?
I immediately start
Calypsa
helping
runs to the child. Calypsa loves children, by the way.
All right. Finn and Laussel, what are you doing?
I'll try to get her up.
So we have
Like-
3 people trying to get her up.
Yeah, they're all helping. Okay, so I'm not gonna like freaking. We're all bigger than her. I'm not gonna like freaking crush this little.
Okay,
thing.
Calypsa picks up the plants.
Okay.
Yeah, we're picking up plants. Plant time.
All right.
I think if anything, Finn is like gonna wait for her to get up and then start asking a couple questions.
The girl gets up.
Is she
She
crying?
looks. No, she just looks afraid. But now she looks at you. She smiles. Like she like realizes that you're not gonna hurt her.
Yeah.
That is what she realizes, and she looks at the plants and starts picking them up. And with your help, Calypsa, she gets them all back into her arms.
You said she was Goblin, correct?
She is Goblin.
So I tell her in Goblin because I can. That's
Oh
one
shit! I forgot you didn't speak Goblin.
Yeah, I can speak Goblin. I know a lot of freaking languages.
Wait, which one? Wait, where are my languages?
Languages are on your sheet because I have the original
I think I
sheet.
know, like, 4.
Languages are on the front page, which you don't have.
Oh, so it's on here. Hello.
It's on there. So it should be
You
on the,
don't speak Goblin, I know that.
I know, I speak other languages.
But yeah, I
Same
can
here.
speak. I'm just gonna let you guys know this. I can speak Common, Draconic, Elvish, Celestial, Dwarvish, and Goblin.
Right.
I can speak Common, Primordial, Elvish, wait, why is Primordial on there twice? I speak 5 languages. I think one of these are incorrect. Let me go to my...
But anyways, in Goblin, I asked her, are we far away from what we just saw?
You are about half a mile away.
Okay.
Where's
I asked
D&D
her, excuse me, can you tell me what happened there and like what is going on? Like I gesture to where we
She
were
looks
just come from.
surprised, and she sort of just clutches her flower. She's wearing, her hair is braided back.
Mhm.
It's short. It's really textured. It's a lot like Claudia's hair. And she's like holding these flowers to her chest, and she has like a brown dress. It looks very nice on her, but it's ripped at the edges from her fall.
Mm.
And she looks surprised that you're talking to her in Goblin. And she blinks and says, "Bad people. Bad people."
Does she say this in Goblin or in
She
Common?
says this in Goblin.
Oh, okay.
I asked her, where did the bad people go? Why did they come here?
She looks upset. She just shrugs. She doesn't know what to say. She's like going into a defensive position and slowly.
But
backing
no.
away
I
from
like
you.
kind of put my hands up and like kind of pull back and I'm saying I continue to talk in Goblin and I'm like it's okay. We're not gonna hurt you.
She looks. I'm okay. Well, Who are you? Like she says this in common to all 4 of you.
Oh, okay. I talk to her in common now because she's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, and I tell her we just came out here. We've heard that that trade was kind of going wrong and that things were kind of out of order. So we were paid to come out here and see what was happening and if we could help. And it doesn't really, we don't know where anybody is, so we can't help.
All right. She looks at you 3. She looks at you 3. What do you do? There's a scared, like she's in a defensive position, still holding these flowers to her chest.
Can I hug her? Is that an option?
Yes, you can.
Roll
hug her.
initiative. Roll initiative for hug.
No, I wouldn't do that. You hug her. She looks shocked, and then she just like.
Can I give
sags
her a little
into
like
it.
head pat?
Yes, you can. I want to put this in perspective. Claudia is about 4'2". No, actually, no. She's like a little bit taller than that. She's like 4'6".
I'm like
No, she's
dwarf
like 4.
centimeters.
No, she's like dwarf height. She's like 4'6".
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I put 4'11" on your character sheet, but that's a little tall.
Damn,
Yeah.
she's taller than me.
You were 7 feet 6 inches.
No, I mean in my general
Oh.
sense.
Oh, wow.
She's shorter than you.
I'm 4'10".
Oh, she's 4. She's like 4. She's like 4'8" then.
Okay.
So she's smaller than you, so we can get a good mind
Yeah.
size.
This girl is 4 feet tall. Like as you hug her, Calypsa, she like looks shocked, but then slowly sags into it, and she blinks. And then as you pull back, she like looks at the other 2, who are currently not paying attention.
I heard. I promise.
Yeah.
She's looking at you like she's expecting an introduction.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Can I tell her my name?
Yes.
Hello. My name is Calypsa.
Does she
Nice to meet
understand?
you.
Okay.
Probably.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
she's
speaking
speaking
in
in
common.
common.
Okay.
We were talking in Goblin before, but now she like
Okay,
asked the
just
question
making
back in common.
Hi, my name is Laussel. How are you? I saw you took a pretty big fall. Everything
She-
okay?
She shrugs.
Claudia.
She smiles softly and she says, "Cecily."
Cecily, I like that name.
And she looks back and like towards like what appears to be like what was a tavern and an inn,
Oh.
or what is. And then she looks towards you. She looks back and then she looks towards you and then she says, "Bye." And then she rushes towards the inn like with a purpose. She's not afraid, but she's like running with a purpose.
Yeah. Finn kind of goes like, no, wait, and then like obviously she probably continues on without stopping.
Will
so.
you follow her or no?
I think that
I'll
like.
follow her.
All right, yeah, I'll go with Laussel too.
The inn actually has a tall door, so you only slightly duck.
God.
You
Like,
can fit.
It's not like
Grade
you
6.
slightly duck. but like you're used to ducking, like, huh!
Yeah.
But
Like army crawl.
The tavern is mostly empty, and you see Cecily look at you guys like she's surprised that you follow, but she doesn't look mad. She doesn't look scared.
Okay, that's good.
The tavern looks barren, however, via sounds, there are people here.
Nice.
And
good.
from what it sounds like, a lot.
Okay.
Cecily is towards a back door. And and she rushes in and she shuts the door behind her. As you look around, you see, like bats on the table, like they were preparing for something.
Oh,
just in case.
Okay.
But there does not seem to be any sign of struggle. Behind the door, you hear two people talking. It's in Goblin, but it is muffled, so cannot.
I can't hear it. Yeah.
You catch a few words. You catch ready. You catch almost, and you catch chamomile.
Okay. I think that kind of settles Finn's like, okay, we're good, we're cool. All right.
Cecily walks back out, and she's holding a man's hand. This man is wearing a leather jacket. It is loose. The sleeves are like cuffed, and he's wearing gloves. He's wearing black gloves. His leather jacket sort of extends down, and it almost acts like a cloak.
Mm.
And he's wearing black shin guards that almost meld with his pants and boots.
Emo?
What catches you, he's wearing a bird mask.
Oh, so he's overhaul. So he's overhaul now.
Something awakened.
I was goth.
So he's overhaul.
In your perspective, he is wearing a plague doctor mask.
So he's overhaul.
I have shown you guys this NPC before.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, this is him.
I remember.
I remember this dude.
I don't.
That's fair.
And he's not wearing a hat, but like his hair seems like to be pulled up into a hood.
Oh, okay.
If you want, no, actually, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No.
You see, like he's looking down at Cecily. Like his hand is a lot. Yeah.
That one.
His hand is a lot bigger than hers. But like he's he's bent down. He appears to be like 5'11", so he's taller than you, Calypsa, but not by much.
So
And
You guys are like,
So he's like 6 foot.
yeah, he's like leaning down, like holding her hand, and he looks up, and you see the eyes of his plague doctor mask suddenly widen.
Is he scared of me?
No,
Are
he
they-
seems focused on.
are
He
they,
seems
like-
focused on Claudia.
I know this is a stupid detail. I just love this stuff. Are they like mechanical? Like
They are mechanical
steampunk?
eyes.
Oh, that's so dope.
Have you seen the Marvel Spider-Man?
Yeah, but
They
I
act
think
like
kind of
that.
hot though.
I think of that like, but I think of it
That's
as
not
like
a hot though.
I think so they kind of act like mechanical.
They
Like,
act like
reactors.
mechanical eyes.
Oh,
However,
you know what?
it completely covers his face.
Okay, cool. So there's still that's cool. Okay.
But you see his mask like sort of drift, and it lingers on Claudia.
Oh no.
Okay, here we are.
And he looks like you see his eyes, like his mechanical eyes widen slightly, but then immediately go back down as he shakes his head. And then he asks her in Goblin, and
Does that mean am I the only one that understands Goblin?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
unless you cast comprehend languages, except that is a 10-minute ritual.
Yeah, I'll just translate for you guys.
And he asks her like, "These people all right?" And are these people all right? And like she nods her head, and he looks up, and you can't really read his expressions. However, his eyes seem, I wouldn't say friendly.
Just neutral.
They seem neutral at the moment. He says, "Hello. My name is Darnell. Who are you, and what are you doing here?"
We saw this little girl. She came running up to us, and we wanted to check that she was all right. I'm sorry if we intruded on anything.
He shakes his head and says, No, it's fine. I'm just asking why you're in this city." And his voice gets serious very quickly.
And like Finn is like, whoa, dude, we're here to help. We heard that there was stuff going on with like the.
All right, good, because the city just got attacked and raided. You don't know who you can trust. He sounds dead serious. You see his eyes narrow.
I understand completely. Like we had no idea any of this was going on. We just heard that there was some bad stuff going on with the trade and that things were going weird. So we were sent out here to check up on things. We were not expecting this. You trust me, this is the far from anything we could have expected.
You see him relax slightly. He seemed tense. What are your names?
I'm Laussel.
My name is Calypsa.
Claudia.
I know who you are.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And
Whoa,
then,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
No.
What do you mean?
it wasn't threatening. It wasn't threatening. It sounded like
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think Helena just sounds threatening.
maybe.
That's fair.
Maybe. Well, just Finn kind of is still in her mind, like,
Yeah.
kind of concerned about the relations. But anyways, she's like, Finn, and never mind.
You see, like, one of his eyes, like, sort of squints and the other widens. It's like he's raising an eyebrow underneath the mask.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yo, that's still kind of hot. Oh my
Um,
god.
Laussel about to marry a plague doctor.
A plague doctor.
And
That's bold of you to assume that any of my characters don't.
Oh no. Come back.
he cocks his head before his eyes go back. His mechanical eyes go back to normal. And he asks Cecily in common, "Would you like to go check on your father?" And she nods and she goes up the stairs. I want to ask you guys what you want to do.
Cry.
Would you like to follow Darnell from what he has said into the back room? Like,
Wait,
that
is Darnell the one with the...
Darnell's
Yeah,
the
Darnell's the
mask.
plague doctor dude.
Or would you like to follow Cecily?
I've got some questions for
Wait,
this
is Cecily the
Darnell
child?
dude. Cecily's
Cecily
the
is the
goblin
goblin
girl.
I'll follow the child.
I'll
Alright.
also follow the child.
You're going
Yeah,
with
I'm
Darnell?
gonna stay with the guy as well.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey.
You take your pick on whichever one you
I
want to marry
will-
first.
I'll start with Laussel and Calypsa. You see her run up 2 flights of stairs. These stairs are a bit wider, so you're able to walk. So you, Laussel, you're able to walk up them decently. Like, not well, but they're a lot easier than like most other stairs. Because some stairs aren't even fit for humans, but much less a horse. She runs up 2 flights of stairs, takes a fast right, and you guys are almost like running to catch up to her. And like she opens a door and like flings it open and she runs to the bedside. It is your standard 1-bedroom inn. There is a desk, and there is a nightstand. That nightstand seems to have a cup of liquid in it.
Liquid.
You don't know what it is.
Is it dark?
You
Light?
guys aren't even in the room yet. You're just like in the doorway.
Oh.
You can't see this shit.
No, I think you're blind.
Yep.
And you see a human man sitting up. He has a slight beard and salt and pepper hair.
What do you
He
do with
has
the salt and pepper?
no,
In his
what
beard.
like mixed white and black.
Oh.
Yeah, you could just hold salt and pepper.
Flavored beard.
Dear God, no. And he sits up. You notice that he pulls the covers up with it, like he's hiding something underneath the bed. But like he pulls it up as she enters the room, and he starts speaking in Goblin, which you two do not understand.
Of course we
And you hear Cecily respond before the man looks up at you. And he says, "Oh, hello." He says, and he invites you into the room with like an arm wave. Y'all walk in?
Sir.
Hello. It's been a while since I've actually seen a centaur. What's your name?
I'm Laussel. I'm sorry if we intruded on anything.
No, it's alright. My daughter invited you in. Besides, she has a great moral sense. Better than mine when I was her age. And he gives a chuckle, and then he begins to cough.
Oh, Are you okay?
If I'm here, I'm not.
That's
And what's
fair.
your name? And he turns to you, Calypsa.
Calypsa, nice to meet you.
So you're both soft-spoken? And he says this like he's amused.
Yeah, sorry.
As you enter the room, you see that his skin is clammy,
Oh.
and he has
Oh.
and he has big eye bags underneath his eyes,
I'm late.
and he looks weak. Is what he said, and he's holding up the covers as if he's hiding something. Cecily is holding onto her bed, still speaking a goblin, bouncing up and down, and he chuckles and lightly ruffles her hair, which she squeals at.
Is this your daughter?
Yes, it is. My little Cecily Smith. And
She's very lovely.
thank you. And Cecily looks up and says, thanks. And she runs over to the nightstand. Are you guys going to do anything? This is me asking out of character.
Maybe I'll question the dude a little bit more.
All right.
Just out of curiosity.
Go.
So, how long have you been here?
I would say about a week or so.
Oh.
Before Darnell found me. I'm very great at hiding things. And he gives another small chuckle. And you see his hand reach down and it goes to his side.
Is he okay?
No.
No, Haley, that's why he's here.
Oh.
He just said that.
Yeah. And yeah, as you can see, he is in rough shape.
Can I heal him?
No.
Oh.
You can offer to.
Sir, can I heal you?
He looks at you and then laughs.
Oh.
It's a genuine laugh. But then he starts and Cecily looks super worried. She goes back from where she was. She had a small toy in her hand. And she runs up to her father and I'm alright. It just occurred to me I've never introduced myself. I'm very sorry. My name is Gregory Smith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I would say it's nice to meet you, but I would prefer to be actually standing up and not in this condition.
Oh, I understand.
And he then says, thank you for helping my daughter.
No
Of
problem.
course. Did the vandals do this to you? Or have you been like this
Vandals?
for a while?
That's a very, very light word for what to call them. And as he says that, you hear the door open. Going back to Claudia and Finn.
Woo!
You follow Darnell into the back room. There's a large pot, and all the flowers are put off to the side.
Mhm.
And all the plants, I already said this, but I'm repeating myself. All the plants that Cecily had brought are off to the side.
Mhm.
And you see small, dark orange, fumes going up from the pot. It smells like tea. But it's from what you can see, that's not tea. He doesn't smoke orange. Jesus. He goes over to the pot and there's a ladle off to the side. And he picks up one of the flowers. It's a small white flower and plucks the petals off and adds them into the pot. And then Jesus fuck. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
And who sent you?
Who did send us?
Just say you tell me.
Okay.
Just so you know, I should have.
It's fine. We'll just say that we were
It is-
commissioned.
The mayor.
Oh yeah, the mayor. Right. I remember
Yeah.
now. Okay.
The mayor of, let me pull this up, of Alvarez.
Of Alvarez. Okay.
The mayor of Alvarez sent you. And you tell him that. And this is why I say have notebooks.
Yeah.
So you can write this shit
I have
down.
notebooks.
But as you say that, you hear him give some sort of a I would like both of you guys to roll a
Dexterity.
choose whichever.
Please, no.
No, choose which one you want, perception or insight, whichever's higher.
Oh God, is there a difference?
They're equal.
No, there is.
There's a difference, but
Well, I
mine,
mean, for me, there's not.
there's not. Mine are both +3. So
What are you rolling for? Roll again. No, roll again.
Okay.
17.
Wow, I'm really just not having it today.
Really? What
Wow.
happened?
7 and a 1.
Jesus Christ.
Jules, no, Jules, try this.
Your dice is cursed.
What is with me today? Okay, let's just.
Wow. You don't notice anything. Naya, what did you roll?
17.
You just made that DC.
Ooh. It's okay,
As he makes that, you hear like a shift in his voice. It sounds like he's using a voice changer of some sort.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't like that.
I don't.
So he's
trust-
Justin
I
Bieber,
like
you know?
immediately my idea of him kind of like goes down a level.
No.
Like something shady's happening.
But it seems like he's trying to hide his identity. The plague doctor mask mixed with the voice changer.
Yeah.
Got it.
And as you think back on it, looking at that conversation that he's had when he introduced himself as Darnell, that wasn't his real name.
Oh, God. Okay,
Yeah,
are the
Finn is
robot
getting
eyes
some
in his body or
Oh no,
on
the robot eyes are on his mask.
They're on the mask, like they shift on the mask.
So,
Kinda like how like the
The
Spider-Man
voice
mask.
changer is in the mask, and the eye shift thing is in the mask.
The mask
Yes.
itself is it's like the Batman mask, like the Spider-Man and Batman mask fused together.
So
and
it just like changes the entirety
Yeah.
of this.
He
Yeah.
picks up the ladle and he stirs it, and you see the colors of the fumes change slightly. And then he takes a small vial out of his like coat pocket. It is a potion of healing, and he uncorks it and he pours it in. And he's just like, "I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. Were you sent? You said you were sent to check on the trade. There's not going to be any trade here for a while. Not after what happened.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Were you told to? How were you told to deliver this information?
We were just told to come and check up on how things were going to see perhaps what was going wrong.
A letter then." And he says that very quickly, like he knows.
This
He
is
knows.
how
No,
this
he
is-
knows the inner workings of this.
Okay.
Somehow.
All right.
Cool.
He like gives a sigh and he reaches over and like looks at one of the plants, sets it down and picks up another. And then he like gives another sigh again, and now you notice his voice changer kind of just like peaks for a small second.
This dude.
I've been drinking your Mountain Dew. I am so sorry.
It doesn't matter.
We're fine.
We all
Same
have
person.
the same DNA.
We like girls.
Girls.
I'll,
Mountain Dew really so gay, right?
how about this? You guys write the letter. I'll send it. I have an owl who will be able to deliver the message within a day.
I'm not sure I trust
It's the least I can do.
but I'm not allowed to say anything.
It's now I may be taking a little bit of a shot in the dark here as well, but it seems like you want us out of your hair a little quickly than most.
He gives a chuckle and then sighs.
Jules is like, I'd fucking.
Why are all of your
anywhere
characters so
else.
passive aggressive, Helena?
I think that this just town is.
He looks.
Bro,
Like,
they just
he
got
turns-
attacked.
I mean,
How
who
could
would
it
he
be?
be?
He
Of
turns
course
to
they're
you
on
guys.
edge.
He turns to you guys, and his eyes, like, I would say, like the me eyes, like they're flat on the top, and then like they're semicircles. And he says, "Look, this place was just attacked. The mail isn't going to deliver here. They're too afraid that they're going to get attacked. The attack is over. I had to drive them off, and roll an insight check, both of you."
Got it.
How do we know that his
Maybe
name...
the table is cursed.
How
Let's
do
try
we know
another
that
table.
his name isn't what he said it was?
No, I told her it's a fake name, but only.
Oh,
she
it's
knows
that
it.
table. It's that table.
It's the table.
16. What did you say it was?
Damn.
It was an insight check.
So 17. Let's go.
We
All
got
right.
That table.
What are we rolling for?
Insight.
Insight. That is a 14.
It's not me. Wow.
The table.
Wow.
Yeah, leave
Finn.
it on the table.
When you hear him say, "I drove him off," you believe him. Claudia, you're pretty sure that he's correct.
Oh, okay. So there's like a little bit of...
There's like a little bit of unease on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's just like slight unease, but like from what she's picking up, he's telling the truth.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody in the city is tired. I have been tracking the people who have done this for quite some time. And like he laughs, and like there's another break in his voice box. And then like he sort of just like taps the plague doctor mask.
Is he skinny?
No.
Oh my god.
Actually, no. You can show her the photo.
Yeah, I have it.
You can't tell. He's wearing a lot of clothing.
So he's like gluttony. I see him as a glutton. This bitch scares
No,
me.
he's not.
He
Oh my
scares
gosh.
me, guys.
Anyways, Finn is gonna kind of be like, well, okay, listen, I don't, like I said, we're not here to create any trouble. We're not here.
No, I can tell.
Just.
He says that lightly.
I think you don't realize is that we're not here just we've been doing this for quite some time.
How long?
I know. Well,
He asked that instantly. We've been doing this for a long time. How long?
We've been doing this for like my party and such have been together for 2 months and doing this kind
2
of
months.
stuff.
And he gives a small laugh.
Oh.
I've been doing this for 4 years.
Shut up, bro.
Ever since I got out of that fucking hellhole, I've been doing this.
Yeah, well, let me
And then
tell you something.
he cakes the ladle and like he grabs a bowl and he pours it in and you see him like protrude a washcloth and like set it in the bowl.
Mhm.
Continue.
Yeah, well, listen, buddy, you're not the only one who's been through stuff, okay? I understand that you're going through a very hard time, and I don't mean any offense.
I'm just trying to help these people get back up on their feet.
I realize that, but you must understand that we're not just here, or at least I'm not just here for the money. We're here because...
No, I can tell.
Yes.
He says that sincerely.
Okay, good. Just, it seems like you want us to get out of here very quickly, but you must understand that we're here to help. So it would be very nice if you could tell us what happened. Like, really what happened.
He gives another sigh, and he turns off, like with a snap of his fingers, which you're surprised because he's wearing gloved hands.
Mhm.
You hear the snap. And the fire turns off.
Thanos is quaking. I was gonna say Thanos thing, and I was like, nah, someone else got it.
And he looks at the bowl,
No, it's okay.
and he says, there are tribes. This just happened to be a very big one. They survive off of stealing from others, killing from others. And you see his hands start to tremble. I'm here to help. I'm here to help these people get back on their feet, and I need to go help Cecily's father. He was wounded by this woman, and his wound has not healed, and to curse that man, he is too stubborn to admit when he is wrong.
All the C's. All the C's. There it is.
Claudia, you know those signs. You know exactly what he's talking about.
Mhm.
And from what he is saying, he's familiar with this. Like, as he mentioned, he's been doing this for 4 years. The way he's making it sound, he's been doing this for longer. He was hit with something that is incurable by any physical means, so I have to do something very special, and I've been working on this for a week. And, he looks into the bowl, and, he takes off his glove and rinses it under the water. His hand is a light blue.
What?
that confusion.
His hair is kind of hot, though.
So he's a Smurf.
Hey, leave Undyne, leave Bayface, leave all of my characters alone.
You are just a fish fucker.
Fish
Hey.
Fish fucker.
Bird plague doctor.
What's your point? Monster fucker. Give it a broader sense.
Moving on. Can I continue?
Can I be the twink fucker?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got right.
And he holds the bowl, and then he's just like, "What's your experience with healing?"
None.
He looks at both of you too.
Pretty good if I do say so myself.
Hey.
What are you? Who do you follow?
Mistra, I'm a cleric.
So you're not directly under healing, but you do follow in the knowledge domain. He's muttering this, he knows this shit, right off the top of his head.
And if anything, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in Finn's mind, but the fact that he knows his stuff, it sounds like he's being honest about what he's saying about his motives and stuff like that. She's still very sketched out by him, but she's like, okay, maybe I can get a feel for this guy, and he's okay.
And he looks at Claudia, but he doesn't expect an answer. he grabs the bowl and he
Yeah, I
says,
love it. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
no, he doesn't expect an answer from you. And he nods, and then he picks up the bowl and he says, if you'd like, I know this family. They helped me for a while.
They did what now?
They're both stubborn fucking fools.
Oh.
And he says that like with an admiration in his voice. Like he's saying that jokingly.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Cecily's not gonna leave that room. However, she has not seen the wound. If she sees it, I don't know how she'll react. I need people to distract her.
Well,
I'll distract her.
you're not with us.
I know.
I would say that, like, kind of, like, tell, like, alright, if you, like, I'll help him with healing in any way I can. If you could just kind of pull her away, then.
Yeah, I don't know much with healing. I've barely even delved into that realm of magic, but...
Yeah, he nods and he says, I can tell.
Yeah, but...
He grabs the bowl and he walks out of the room and then he gestures for you guys to follow him up the stairs.
I also kind of want to say to give, like, Claudia maybe an idea of how to distract her. I'm like, well, I mean, me growing up, if, like, I was down and there was something, I think, like, maybe playing a game with her, maybe playing some music to lighten the mood or something like that.
Yo, we're bards.
Y'all really done forgot, huh?
No, we're bards, Jules.
Yeah, I'm kind of just giving her some ideas of how to kind of
You guys-
pull her away.
He comes to the door and he like opens the door slightly wider and you see Calypsa and Laussel like talking to the man and Gregory looks over and he raises an eyebrow and he's just like, fucking finally.
Oh.
And you see Darlene's eyes like go back into the raised eyebrow look.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, really? You're dying. Calm down. Like they know each other. This is like playful banter.
Yeah.
And Cecily's hearing all of this, just so you know.
Oh boy.
Cecily's looking back and forth.
Cecily says fuck.
Oh, yeah, but Darlene pulls up a stool that was underneath the desk. Like he takes his foot, drags it over, and he sits down at it. And he gestures over to Cecily, like over his shoulder. Like, and it's weird because he has a plague doctor mask, so his head is tilted so it won't hit anything, and he's gesturing over to her. So, what are you guys doing?
I kind of like make like the try to get eye signals for like Claudia to do something.
I gesture towards the girl like.
We're like this freaking hand signals and.
What are you two doing? Y'all are in the room.
Oh, hey. How did everything go down there?
Well,
It went, I need to go to girl. Have a good time.
Okay.
And then I just
You
go
go
to
to
the girl.
Cecily.
Yeah.
Do you bring her to the other side of the room and like keep her so like her back is turned?
Yes.
All right. What are you going to do to distract her?
that's why I was like, let me see what I got.
Upstairs and start like a whole high
She
school
refuses
musical
to
thing
leave the
tomorrow.
room.
Okay, JK.
Okay, JK.
She absolutely refuses to leave the room.
So she needs to be calmed down, right?
If anything, keep her. I'm saying this out of character. Keep her not looking.
Yeah.
Don't let her look.
Yeah.
So, what are you two doing? As I imagine Claudia passes on this information to you guys.
What if we do her hair?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because I have the same hair texture as her, and
Yeah.
I was like,
I think it's
so I-
more like this when I was
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be best if you
The
two
thing is,
distract
I
her.
picture Calypsa being able to sing very well.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Dude.
what if she just like kind of like hums or something?
All right, that's okay. That's
Like
great.
a lullaby or something.
Like as you said,
Yeah,
like as
but,
soon
like,
as you say
okay.
that you can do her hair, like
Yeah,
you
like-
see her eyes widen.
Like
Yeah.
you sing to her.
Like
you,
she looks pumped.
You like do your
like-
hair, and then I'll like take flowers from mine, like stick.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so okay.
I can do that
Um,
little head massage.
Let's picture Laussel is like crouching on the ground. The girl's like leaning on
Lausel's like
Laussel.
kneeling.
I
Like,
Calypsa's
really
like
feel
doing
like-
her hair. I'm like singing.
You guys are like the mom squad over
Yeah.
Power move.
So like I'm singing, I'm like taking flowers out of my hair and putting them in hers.
there. And I feel
I'm-
like it's perfect because you're like the way you guys would be set up is that like you already are like a very good visual block for like keeping her away from what's going on.
ASMR roll.
Also, my
Someone
head
does
kind
your
of just
hair.
like grows
yeah,
flowers.
but Cecily, Cecily looks very excited, and you guys have her very well distracted.
Sweet. Okay.
Darlene sits down, and he sets the bowl onto the nightstand, and he pulls back the covers. There are Band-Aids. And from what you can tell, they are damp. They're not damp with blood.
Okay, good.
They're damp with plasma, which is even worse. When a wound leaks plasma and doesn't close, it's worse.
I have an herbalism kit. Is that gonna do anything?
No, it's not.
Well, I have.
I don't care what your science facts are. This is my world.
I have +5 in medicine, so.
No, it would not help.
What? Okay.
Unless you want to roll with a DC 25, no.
Oh my god, we have to stick them in some rice.
You see,
I have Goodberry.
What?
Who?
It doesn't do anything.
What are you
Who
saying?
is currently distracting Cecily?
Okay, anyways, so.
But, you see, you watch Darlene pull back the bandages. The wound is big.
Ooh.
So,
I feel it. I do.
the wound,
We're getting a visual.
Yes.
the wound,
Oh, I thought you were just like sweating. I was like, I get it.
no,
Oh,
Okay.
the wound opens from essentially his lower hip.
Mhm.
It opens across his stomach.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Like you can see the muscle.
Oh, I don't like
And
that.
then you see it crawl up his rib cage, almost underneath his armpit.
Helena, do you
Oh.
have abs?
I
I don't know.
Yes,
just
I
think
do.
Z has just this mental image of anyone who is like
No.
tiny has
I mean-
abs.
Stop.
I have a nice
You
stomach.
know it's
What's
true.
your point? Yeah, and I
The wound is scabbed over at the edges, however, the middle is leaking plasma.
Ew.
Oh.
And you see him,
nasty as
like, he
hell.
looks over at Finn. He just, like, gives a small glance and then picks up the washcloth. And then he says in Goblin, "This is going to sting." And he presses the washcloth to the edges, and Gregory gives a hiss.
Oh no.
But slowly, you start to see the flesh starting to grow up
Ugh.
and start to spread.
Ew.
But it's only around where the scab is.
Okay.
What is Finn doing? I
Uh.
imagine Finn isn't grossing out. Like, actually, no, maybe. Yeah.
Finn wouldn't be grossed out, but I am.
Okay, but
she's-
like, I have a +4 in medicine. Though.
Not Jules.
You are currently distracting Cecily.
Yeah,
Okay,
you. Oh, I'm
but
good. I
you-
got this. Hold on.
Okay, bro.
Relating to that, does she hear this?
What is
He is keeping it muffled. Gregory is keeping it muffled for a reason.
Okay, so if we're strictly on like D&D stat terms, like I know because spare the dying is when someone has hit 0. This is just to regain
He
back
has
to
not hit
consciousness.
0.
He's not like dead, but I do have like healing word and like cure wounds. So would that like because what exactly in D&D terms is this like spell like not spell but the potion doing for him?
The potion is seeming to regrow his muscle.
Okay.
It is essentially duplicating cells. Like, I'm going to actually put this in scientific terms. It is duplicating cells of his current existing skin that is next to the scab and bringing it up. This will only heal the area around the scab.
Okay. Can Finn cast?
No.
No.
Well, you can try. Actually, no, I'll say that.
Okay, I don't want to waste a spell slot.
I felt
I don't want to waste one if it's not gonna work. It might even hurt him. I don't know. I would. Oh no. You know what? Can Finn make an Arcana check on the wound?
Yes, actually, you can. That's actually a very smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste a spell slot unless I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Whenever I try to
Okay, so
sit,
Arcana.
it like
Please be good.
just doesn't work.
Dang it. Okay, that's a 9.
It's magical.
It is.
It's a
okay.
magical wound. You don't
Okay.
know what it is, but it's a magical wound.
Shoot. Okay.
You're so cute, Naya.
I gotta think this through.
Darnell is like pressing towards like the scabs as you see like the scabs start to disappear. However, the wound starts leaking more plasma, and he sighs and he pulls out like another washcloth and like presses it.
Does the stuff appear to be actually working and helping?
It does appear to be working and helping.
Okay, good. Okay. Is there a way? What does? Okay. So spare the dying, no track.
You know what? Darnell looks over to you, like as soon as he, like all the bull is dried up. And he looks over to you and says, "What can you do?"
Well, I know for certain, I mean, you may or may not already know this, but that wound
I know.
Okay, good. Have you tried using magic to heal it already?
What I am doing right now is already magic. This is already an advanced healing potion.
Correct, but I'm saying, have
I
you
am
tried
asking you-
casting anything on it?
Yes.
Okay,
It has made the wound worse.
okay.
However, I know something that is able to help. I am asking you, do you know anything that is related to healing?
Yes.
Cast it. And he says that as he pulls off his other glove, not the one that he rinsed under the water to like break off the leaves. This hand, it's the same color, but this one seems like naturally damp.
Okay.
And his hand starts to glow. A light blue.
Okay.
And
Okay.
No, right?
and he tells you to cast it, and he lightly places his hand on the wound. What are you gonna cast?
Okay.
Why am I getting so many YouTube notifications? What the fuck?
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna-
Ruby. Okay.
Ruby?
Shush.
Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna
That
see.
one.
Copyright.
I'm gonna see which one does like more helps more. Whether it's I want to do either cure wounds or healing.
It's Cure
word.
Wounds. Cure Wounds gives 8, up to 8.
What does healing word do?
4.
4.
But it
Okay.
heals 6 people in a vicinity. But that is not needed.
That's
I
not
recommend
needed.
Cure Wounds.
So I would say cure wounds. Yeah.
Roll health, which is, it's on your spell sheet, but like you didn't get it printed out. So Cure Wounds, you roll a d8 plus your spell modifier.
D8. That's this one.
That's this one.
That's a 4 plus.
So 5,
5. Okay, cool.
from what you've said.
Yeah.
Gregory gives a yelp.
Oh shoot.
Cecily goes to turn around. What do you 3 do?
I'm gonna cuff her ears, I'm gonna turn her back, and I'm gonna, like, cuff her face.
Oh god.
like,
She looks
I'm gonna-
worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
Oh.
block as much as I can.
Dad?
Don't worry. He's okay, I promise you.
She's starting to shake. She's very worried.
I'm gonna put my, like, hands and, like, slowly go to her scalp and be like, do you like head massage?
I do.
Okay, head massage.
I'll get her back.
You like see her relax slightly, but she still looks worried.
Oh god.
But you see the wounds slowly start to like push out all the
Oh,
fluids.
that's why. Oh god.
You see the wounds start to push out all the fluids as skin starts to regrow back and muscle. And after 5 minutes, the wound is closed. It is healed. However, there is scar tissue around the edges.
But all
outlining
that
where it
like
is.
nasty plasma
all
stuff's
the
out of
nasty
him.
stuff is out of him.
Oh, thank God. Jesus.
He sighs lightly, and like Gregory like moves his he moves his shoulder up,
Yeah.
and he smiles, and he's just like, "Thank you again, darling."
Can we get him some water?
He needs some milk.